So, were you the one that lost your daughter?
Yes, I am.
I'm really sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I
I
saw
got
her.
to turn you off of this because it's brick. You're on my house phone.
Um,
Okay, I had to turn you off. Okay.
that's all right. How long ago did she pass, Gail? And I'm really sorry for your loss of your daughter.
Thank you. In October.
Oh, so it was recent.
Yes, very
I
recent.
remember seeing pictures. She was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Um,
Gorgeous girl. Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm hoping this is the right time, but I don't know if even,
You know, but so much. The last stuff you had was like so her. My sister is on here too. I mean, she wants to get with my dad and my mom, and then Tanya passed, and I lost a son before that. So we've had a lot of loss in our family. And it's like Tanya is a very strong-willed person, if you want to call it that. And I figured she came through in the beginning, like a couple weeks ago, and I resonated with a lot of other people, and it was like kind of crazy. And then I forgot like some of the stuff that you came through, like Mickey Mouse. I'm like, oh my gosh, she was a cheerleader, and we went to Disney like so many times, like 5 or 6 years for cheerleading. And it was like kind of crazy. And then tonight a lot of stuff is coming through.
why would she be mentioning wings?
Wings?
Wings.
Buffalo wings?
No, they feel more like angel wings.
Oh, she was an angel.
Well.
That was her cheerleading thing. She was an angel.
Oh, what do you mean?
That was the name of her squad, the Toms River, it was actually the St. Joe's Angels.
Oh, okay. Okay,
That was
maybe.
her cheerleading squad.
All right. See, I want to get something that's like gonna let you know that this is her.
Well, there's a few things.
Just hang on really quick. What I need you to do something for me. I need you to close your eyes, relax, meditate, let her come through.
Okay.
Because we both need to be in the right spot. She's handing all right. She's handing you a light yellow flower. Like it almost seems like a carnation to me. It's a light yellow flower. Does that make any sense?
Yep. Would it be a daffodil?
I'm not too familiar with my flowers, but it looks like a lighter yellow flower.
It's one flower comes up out of the ground in the spring, like a.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Why? Well, how do you resonate with that?
Because she knows it's my favorite flower.
Oh, that's your favorite flower.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's giving you one then. Okay.
Okay.
There's a younger boy she wants to bring reference to.
Her brother. Oh my God. My son died in '96. Her brother, the baby brother.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
does the 17 resonate with you too?
The 17.
Yeah, it could either be
My favorite race car driver.
Mm.
Back in the day, I was 17.
It could be January 7th or the 17th of a month, or it could be an age. I don't know if there's an age how old she was when he passed or something, but there's a 17. You'll connect it later.
I don't get that one, no.
Do you ask? Oh, that's a dumb question. I can't ask it that way.
You can ask whatever you want.
How many years apart did they pass? I'm really sorry for your loss.
Okay, he died in '96, and she just died in '18.
Oh, okay. So, do you have any other kids?
Yeah, I have 2 more.
Okay.
But their birthdays are the 24th and the 11th. Well, if you take 6 and 11, that's 17.
So, I don't know what this is. She's showing me with him, but they're strapped together. It's either a seatbelt or a belt, but she's like tying themselves together. Is there not tying, like they almost look like they're in a seatbelt together? Were they really far apart in age or no?
Yeah, they were 11 years apart.
Why would
Wait, let me see.
why would she show me that?
Yeah, she was 11 when he died, yeah.
What?
When he died, so they're like, no. Let's see, she was born in 85. Yeah, she was 11 when he died.
What year was he born?
94. I mean, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 94. Yeah, 94.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he drowned.
Why are they? I'm so sorry if you're lost, Gail. She's strapping them together. I don't know if she's just telling me if I'm looking into it too deeply, and she wants me to tell you that she's with him. But it's like they're strapped together. It almost looks like a seatbelt.
Well, one time we were in the car, and I'm driving, and also I said, Tanya, put on your seatbelt. And she's like, and she wouldn't listen. So I said, so I pulled over the side of the road. I said, I'm not moving till you put your seatbelt on. So she finally put it on, and I drove away. And the minute I drove away, there was an accident like right in front of me. So it was like maybe because I was like, oh my God, your brother's here because he made me stop to put your seatbelt on because we would have been killed.
Okay.
A really bad accident in front of us. That's the only thing I can think of.
And let me ask you this, and I just have to ask because it's hard to explain how this works because it's not like they can just come through and tell me full sentences. So I have to ask you some questions.
Okay.
Do you feel like you didn't protect her? When I don't know how she passed away, but do you feel like that was your fault? Not that your fault, but that you could have protected her more?
The last time I talked to her, I was mad at her, and she died from sepsis. She had a drug problem, and she got MRSA, and then she didn't listen. I was in the Bahamas when she called me that she was really sick, and then she was getting better. Then she walked out of the hospital, and then she got high again or whatever. I don't know what her problem was, but then she was sick, and I finally told her, I'm done. Didn't think she was going to die, but I said, I'm done with you. Just live your life and do whatever. So maybe that is the problem. I don't know. I'm still mad at myself because she did come to see me at my house, and I just said, just go away. And then she died 11 days later.
I just had to pause you. I'm sorry. Her showing me the seatbelt thing is pretty much saying, like, Mom, you did protect me. Like, look at that. You wouldn't even drive away until I was buckled in. There was nothing more that you could have done to protect me. And it's important that you know. It's important that you know that you didn't know on a human level that she was going to pass away, and now you have that guilt that maybe you, as a mom, you could have protected her more, but you can't have that because you did everything you could.
There was so many things I could have done. She didn't listen. She was 33. There's nothing I could do.
But I'm telling you, what she's telling me to tell you through that visual and what I'm feeling is that make sure that you know that there was nothing else you could have done to protect her. You were a protective mom. And that seatbelt situation is her way of letting you know that you did protect her. Does that make sense? What's that?
I forgot all about that until you brought it up.
Yeah, well, she brought it up so that you remembered it. Like, see, she's almost saying, like, see, you did protect me, Mom. And I can't shake and I know it's skeptics of the world, like, she keeps referencing butterflies, and I can't, like, let it go because they're so common.
And yeah, you know what? I got an urn. I cremated her, and I wanted to bury her with my son, but I didn't have the money. So we cremated her, and she's in my living room in a purple urn with butterflies.
Well, then know that she's with you then.
And then my sister just bought me for Christmas a butterfly bracelet with 2 butterflies in gold, which is my son Ryder and Tanya, and then 2 gold ones, which are my other 2 sons, like in the background. So all my kids are on my wrist as butterflies. 2 gone, 2 still here.
Well, this is her way of letting you know she knows about that. I just saw a number 2 pencil. I don't know what it could mean. I don't know if you just got one today, or if you found one of hers, or is there something with lead? But she just showed me a number 2 pencil.
She was a second child.
Oh, well, that'd be a weird way of showing me that.
And
Out
her brother died at 2.
Oh, well, that's kind of that's a dual meaning. Okay, so maybe this is just her way of validating that it's her.
Possibly, yeah, because it's crazy. Because the last time like I told you, like the last reading you had, the number 2, the name Wayne, and then I have 2 Waynes, my husband and my other son. So that was another number 2. She was the second child.
Okay.
And my son was 2 when he passed away. And the 2 has a lot of meaning in our family.
Well, and the name Wayne. So she's been trying to come through for the last few weeks then.
She's been trying to come through a couple times. And it just was like, it just didn't. And the Mickey Mouse thing, we went to Disney. And there was, oh my gosh, there were so many different things that were coming through. And I mean, you had so many other people coming through.
Yeah. This is going to be really hard to explain. You know how, like, when your kids were little, there were those things where you push on the top and it actually spins like a little thing, and then it almost looks like a big top. Did she either have one of those, or did you buy her one of those, or did you just find one?
Ryder had one. My son's there too. He had a Power Ranger thing. You twisted it and you put it down. It like spun around when you let it go out of the little box.
Okay.
And I was trying to show somebody how it worked. My daughter-in-law just found it, and she's like, "What is this thing?" And I was showing her how it worked. And if you spin it and twist it, it's like a dreidel type thing, but it spins.
Yeah. When was that?
A couple days ago.
Okay. Well, this is their way of letting you know that they're both still with you then.
He's the one I've been like. I mean, it's been a long time. And
whose birthday's coming up? I feel like it's one of the. I know you have so many kids. Say again.
His birthday's February 9th, and my mom is January 19th. And I just lost my mom I lost my mom 2 years ago on January 22nd.
So maybe this would be your mom's way of starting to come through. What's your mom's?
My sister put yellow and pink flowers on her grave on her birthday. Last year,
okay.
or no, on something. She just put pink and yellow flowers on her grave.
This is your mom?
My mom.
What was her name?
Well, her name is Eileen, but her real name was Doris Eileen.
I don't know if you're watching, and I know that I do this all the time.
I'm not watching. I turn off my phone and
Well, I wrote down E. I should just say it, but sometimes it's wrong, but sometimes it's right. I don't show when it's wrong, which is very rare. Not that it's rare, but when I ask the name, I write a letter down, and if it is, I show it. If it's not, it's always
My sister's watching, so she'll see it because my sister's on right now, Holly.
And the only reason I don't is because it's always something, and the only reason I don't is because it's something that we won't figure out till later, so it doesn't make sense. But if her name is Eileen, then this is her way of coming through because she did give me the E.
That's her name. Well, her real name was Doris Eileen, but everybody called her Eileen her whole life.
Yeah, that's fine. They go by however will resonate with it. What's she saying now? What is that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. I don't know what the heck it means. So you know how like when you take your hands and you pretty much say like I'm all done, like kind of like that. She did that, but there was like flour on her hands, and I see the flour like coming off of her hands. So I don't know if like she used flour or.
She taught me how to cook.
Okay, I mean that could be it.
I'm a really good cook, and I learned everything I knew from my mom.
Well, think about that. If she's doing that with her hands, like I'm all done. I taught her how to do it. Now she's doing it. That to me feels pretty good.
Okay.
And to recognize that.
Maybe she's done with my dad. It could be possible too, because I just pictured her when she went to heaven, like look at my dad, like I'm done with you.
Yeah, but I think it's significant that the flour was coming off of.
Okay, that could be the cooking. Yeah.
This is the second time I've seen this tonight, but it just came through again. Did you either just lose a goldfish or just buy a goldfish or something? There's something with a goldfish.
My grandkids love goldfish those little cracker things. They're all over my living room floor. They eat them. They're in the couch. They're all over the place.
No, it felt like a live one though.
It's a live one.
It felt like a live.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! My mom was in a nursing home, not a nursing home, but a rehab, and next to the rehab was assisted living she was supposed to go to, and there was a big koi pond with a big goldfish, the big koi, the big orange koi.
Oh, okay.
And we would take my granddaughter and my sister's grandsons, and we would just hang out and feed the koi. My mom coming through with the goldfish.
Was there any situation with her living situation towards the end?
What do you mean? Yeah, well, she was good till she was 89, and then...
Well, no, were you thinking about moving her, or was there something where she maybe should have gone to a different place? Because she's making me feel like...
We're having issues with where she's at.
Hang on a second. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to get this real quick. She's making me feel... The words I'm hearing is no regrets. And the feeling I'm getting is like... don't worry if you should have moved me, or I wanted to go somewhere else, or if you were thinking about doing a move for me, it doesn't matter. Does that make any sense at all?
She was supposed to go to this one place, which was really great, and she couldn't go to it because of, first of all, we couldn't afford it. But she just couldn't go to, the one place was really awesome, and she went to two other places, and the one place wound up being one of the reasons she died, so.
Okay, well, there's a feeling of no regrets for you in regards to her living situation. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes a big sense.
Yeah, it's important that you know that and heal from this message because...
Well, my sister's listening to this, and this is very important for my sister.
Okay, yeah, don't have any regrets about my living situation because what was going to happen anyway. And I'm assuming it was you, but maybe it's your sister, holds a lot of, regret about her living situation towards the end, and she's bringing it up to say let it go, no regrets. And
I think she knows we're both here tonight, and my little sister is on right now listening to you.
Okay.
And I feel that is for her because she's taken the loss of my mother very hard. And my father.
The words are important though. No regrets. Those are specific words that I'm supposed to do.
I think that's for Holly.
Okay.
I don't know. For me too, but definitely for
Holly. Did you plant some? I know, some of these things, spirits, all right, it's obvious, there's flowers and butterflies, but did you plant something for either your daughter or your mom? I'm seeing digging up and planting something.
My sisters both planted flowers in the cemetery. You're not supposed to plant flowers, and they planted them anyway.
I feel like it's more of your daughter, though. Did you plant something for your daughter?
For my daughter?
Yeah, I feel like it's her for some reason.
I wanted to plant her with my son in his grave, but I want to keep her home.
No, were you thinking about planting something for her? A flower, a tree? Her
ashes in my son's grave. I wanted to put her there.
Okay.
But I want to keep her home, so I don't know what to do.
So that's something you've been thinking about?
Planning what to do. I want to keep her here. I wanted to maybe I don't know if I can say this out loud, but sneak part of her into my son's grave so this way some of her friends have a place to go to visit her.
Man.
I don't, you know what I'm saying?
You could do whatever you want. They're your kids, and you have a right to do it. She's making me feel like it's almost like it doesn't matter, actually, from their perspective. And I know that doesn't make sense for us here, but know that even though she's not there with you, that she's still with you, even if she's not physically there.
I talked to her.
Yeah.
She's here. I mean, well, after she passed, I'm driving. I'm just having conversations with her, and I don't want to say the conversations I'm having with her, but she's answering me.
She's
so crazy.
She's mentioning something about eyes sparkling, and I don't,
Oh my gosh, my future daughter-in-law, my youngest son, and his girlfriend is an artist,
mm-hmm.
and she did a portrait of me with of Tanya, of her eyes, just her eyes, and then like butterfly. That's the butterflies too. Butterflies around it. It's purple. Purple butterflies around this thing, and it's just her eyes because she had very intense eyes, like light brown, beautiful, intense eyes.
Well, make sure you thank her. That would be her sister-in-law.
It'll be your future sister-in-law.
Make sure you thank her for that picture, and something needs to be done more with that picture. She's making me feel like it needs to be displayed more or finished or...
Well, it's next to the TV in the living room. It can't be... Her whole face isn't on it. It's just her eyes.
Okay, well, there's a feeling of something more to do with it. Thank her.
Like her, she wants the whole face. My daughter was a selfie queen. She loved her face. She liked to take pictures of herself.
All right, so you might talk to your daughter-in-law, future daughter-in-law, and be like, and she might say to you, that's really weird because I was thinking about finishing it or putting the rest of her face on it, but there's a feeling of thank you for the picture, and maybe it's making copies of it and giving it to the rest of the family or something. There's something,
that's an idea.
Something more needs to be done with it, with that picture.
Maybe take pictures. I can't copy it because it'll smush the butterflies. It's all like flowers on the outside.
Okay. Well, just keep that in mind and message me and let me know what you. But there's an appreciation, and then a sense of completion with it. So keep that in mind.
I think the completion is because it's just her eyes. It's not her whole face.
It could be. Are her eyes sparkling in the picture? Is that why you thought of it?
It's just she had these eyes. They were everybody. She was. When people describe my daughter, they describe her eyes, and they said that she was, I guess, radiant.
Yeah.
I don't know. She had a. I can't think of the word people say about her. You know, when you look at an Asian woman or like a Indian woman, and they have this aura about them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to describe it, but my daughter was just Italian and German, but she had this essence about her look. She was exotic. I'm sorry, exotic.
Yeah. I was thinking that. I remember seeing a picture because you messaged me a long time ago, and I remember looking at a picture and feeling like really bad for your loss and thinking she was like beautiful.
Well, you got Katrina at the wedding, and her picture was at the wedding. I turned around and she was there. I'm like, oh my gosh, her and my son were at the wedding. Their portraits.
Yeah.
You did a reading with my new cousin-in-law, whatever, niece-in-law, my nephew's new wife. So, I mean, it's like we get the whole family thing going on here. It's crazy.
I don't know what to make of this, but there's something about when you eat breakfast. I don't know how to say this without making it sound like...
It doesn't matter.
I feel like she's saying, don't be... I'm just going to say what she's saying. Don't be sad when you eat breakfast. I don't know if you ate breakfast with her and you're sad because you don't anymore, but there's something about eating breakfast and she doesn't want you to be sad. Does that make sense?
I wake up in the morning and I want to cook, and I just put on the coffee and I just don't feel like cooking.
Okay, so she doesn't want you to be sad in the morning then.
Not every day. I'm just sad.
I know. But I feel like that's a time of day, or maybe you don't eat breakfast.
Every morning I wake up, I say, I'm going to make breakfast. I'm going to make French toast, or I'm going to make scrambled eggs and cream cheese, or I'm going to make this. And I get up and I go down in the kitchen, I'm like, heck with it, and I just make coffee.
Well, I think she wants you to get back to making breakfast. I actually saw waffles, out of all things. But I
French toast? And I was looking at my waffle maker today.
Okay, well, yeah. What she showed me was you sitting at the table, looking at a waffle, and you didn't want to eat it because you were sad. That's why I said that. So she's making me feel like if you make breakfast.
I made the kids waffles the other morning, and I was like, "Ooh, should I take a bite?"
And did you?
Yeah. No. One fell on the stove when I was cutting, and I ate a piece of it.
Do you see where she's going with this, Gail? I think she wants you to...
I'm going to eat.
Well, yeah. And I think that's a time for you where either, there's a sadness feeling that she doesn't...
Yeah, my diet's not good right now. I'm not eating right.
Yeah. Well, in the morning, have that waffle or have that thing and look up at her and smile because she's watching you and knows that you feel that sadness and just doesn't want you to feel it. All right, and know that she's with you.
I know she doesn't want me to feel it, and I've been told by so many else. She said, "Mommy, I'm sorry. I didn't want to die." That was the psychic told me to tell her. A girl I know, she knew, called me and said I talked to a psychic, and she just wouldn't let me know. I'm sorry, I didn't want to die, and don't cry for me. And something about the color blue. Well, the color blue worked out perfectly because we're having a grandson.
I feel a little differently. I'm just going to tell you what I feel. I feel like when we go, it's our time to go, and we know we're going to go. There's no accidents. On a soul level, we know when we're going to leave. So I'm not, but I'm saying that.
I knew she was going to leave eventually. I knew it. I just hope that she didn't go the way I thought she was going to go, and she didn't, which is, I thank God for that. She died from infection. She didn't die from an overdose.
I think on a soul level,
she wanted to get better. She just couldn't.
I know you already said this because you talked to her, but she wants me to let you know that she hears your prayers. I don't know if you pray for her, but there's a praying appreciation. I don't know if it's you, but someone like really prays for her, and she wants to let you know that she appreciates that, because we can pray for them on the other side, and it helps them. So, are you the one?
There's a lot of people praying for her.
Do you?
I do. I yell at her more than I pray for her, but I do pray for her. But I yell at her. I'm angry at her, and I don't want to be angry at her. Maybe that's just she knows I'm trying not to be angry at her.
So I have to figure this out. Do you?
I talk to God like why, and just take care of her, and thank God she's with you. That type of pray, and with my family and and her brother and my in-laws, and everybody's there for her. I'm thank God that she's with them and they're taking care of her. That's how I feel, kind of, as far as praying like on my knees and dear God, I don't know what.
Well, then maybe she's saying you need to pray for her then.
Maybe. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just so. I don't know. I'm just so devastated and.
Maybe praying to her here's what I'm feeling now. Maybe praying to her as opposed to yelling at her. I'm just telling you what I feel, or what she's making me feel, as opposed to being angry with her, will actually help you feel better. Because, and again, I'm really sorry for your loss. I feel like you letting that anger go towards her and letting that, and I know you're saying anger, but I don't feel like it's quite anger in the sense. It's more of like,
mad at myself.
Yeah, it's just a little bit, like almost mad instead of angry. I know it's a small difference, but I think where she's going is, pray for me, Mom. Don't be upset with yourself or me, because it was my time to go. So you praying for her and accepting that was her time to leave the earth is what she wants you to do. So pray for me, accept that I'm gone, don't be mad at you or me, and you'll feel better. I think that's what I'm feeling.
I actually, this Facebook thing, I put on Facebook, my New Year's resolution is to stop the anger, to thank God that she's okay and she's happy and healthy, wherever she is, and she's out of her pain and out of her problems. So maybe that's what she's talking about. I did. I said, I'm going to have to live life because my life has life, and I have to live my life because now there's new life coming into it. She's gone, and I have to deal with it, and I have to stop being sad, and I have to hope she's good where she's at and she's happy. And that's how I feel in life right now. Even though I'm still angry and sad, I'm trying to live my life and not let this affect my life as bad as it's been affecting my life. Maybe that's what she's talking about.
That's a good way to put it. If I had to put it in her words or my words or however you want to word it, is by praying for me, you will help yourself.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That's kind of what that was my New Year's resolution.
Yeah, so,
I'm praying that she's fine and happy where she's at, and I have to live my life now with or without her. I have to make sure it's not a miserable life.
I know this sounds cliche, but she's still tonight, hopefully, and even through your things, she's letting you...
Tonight's great because you're saying basically what I feel, and she knows what I feel.
Yeah.
And I'm trying. I'm trying so hard.
She wants you to laugh. How would you resonate with blow pops? You know those things that have the gum in them?
Well, I don't know if you know what I do for a living, but I make candy.
No way. You do? You make candy?
Yeah.
What kind?
I've been in business 30 years. I own a candy store.
Well, why? But blow pops would be specific, though.
She loves blow pops.
Oh, she did?
Every time she came in, she'd grab a blow pop out of the
Okay, well then this is her. This is like her full. This is like she kind of did that
for. It had to be a certain flavor. She had to dig through them for a certain flavor.
I see the cherry one, but who knows what it is? But
cherry watermelon, something like that. I don't even know.
This she did that for me a little bit too, and she did it for you, but she did that to let you know, like, this is me, Mom. Like, now you know it's me. That blow pop thing for me.
Well, I wanted a candy something to know it was her. Like, before I even talked to you, I said, if she's going to say anything, remember, I texted you like 2 months ago, I'm good with it, and if she's going to come through everything I want her to come through, I'm thinking of it, so I know she's here.
And that was it, the candy?
Was everything I was thinking of.
So that was it?
Candy.
We just nailed it?
Yeah, I mean, it was like, what I texted you was like, everything I wanted you to come through to talk to you about, I'm already thinking it. So why am I even bothering? So I'm not worried about talking to you in a way. And all of a sudden you're talking to me and you're telling me everything that basically is what I wanted to hear.
And then the last thing is the blow pop.
The candy thing, because if you would know anything, it would be the candy store, because that's what I do for a living. But the blow pops, she didn't like chocolate.
That's amazing.
I didn't eat chocolate, and I make chocolate, but I have blow pops and all that other stuff in my store, and she would always grab the blow pops.
I'm so glad she came through for you tonight, because, a lot of people messaged me, Gail, but you always stuck out a little bit, and I always remember looking at her picture and hoping that she came through. But to me, the blow pop is like the cherry on top. Pun intended.
It's so funny
for you to let. But I think the key message for you tonight, Gail, is pray for me. And I don't think and hear me out real quick. She doesn't mean that because she needs the prayers. She's telling you to pray for her because you need the prayers. And that's in a good way. It's not saying like you need to get prayed for, but like, pray for me, Mom, and it's going to heal you. By praying to God and saying things like, God, thank you for taking care of my daughter. I accept, that this was part of a bigger plan, that you are still with her, that she's still with me. You will feel a lot better. And your New Year's resolution was right on par. And she's just validating all of it.
She validated so much. And she validated she's with my son, because I pictured her going through the pearly gates, but my mom standing there with her arms crossed, tapping her toes, and then going with the finger, come here, you got to talk.
Yeah.
And then my son standing behind my mother and my in-laws saying, come on, my turn, I want to see her, because she was close with him. So they're together, and I feel good about that, too, because they both came through with my mom.
Yeah, your mom get a couple messages there, too.
Yeah, well, my mom is really, she's the matriarch of the family,
Good.
And what my mom said goes, and my mother once, my daughter talked back to me once, and my mother showed her, you never talk back to your mother like that.
Yeah.
And my daughter had full respect for my mother, and she was there for her.
Well, I'm glad your daughter came through. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Keep praying, stay positive, and enjoy the wedding. And
well, if there is a wedding, I'll just enjoy the baby first.
yeah, baby, wedding, enjoy it all. Enjoy it all. And I'm glad you got to come on.
Thank you so much. You made my night.
Thanks, Gail.
All right.
All right, have a good night.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
I almost forgot I was on the live. All right. Thank you guys. That was awesome.